And so you get with a guy that's 22, 24, whatever, and he ruins it, and it's over, and you get heartbroken, and then you never want to give a guy the power again. What happens is with dating today, like I just told you, on dating apps, women swipe on only the top 4% men. So a girl can sit there and think, using a dating app, which I heavily preach against dating apps, but a normal girl that's 19, 20 years old or in college, whatever, she's using dating apps, she thinks that, oh yeah, this is all men, right? Like, no, dude, ugly men are invisible. Do y'all even remember what the last Walmart clerk looked like that you saw?
Yeah.
Do you remember the last Taco Bell drive-thru guy looked like that you saw? I guarantee you, like, you don't pay attention to those type of guys because they're just invisible, completely invisible.
I mean, some of them cheat too.
Yes, they do.
They're ugly.
Yeah, no, and I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't.
They'll pay for pussy.
So shout out to Myron from Fresh and Fit. One of the things that he always says to the ladies is like, look, you're gonna get like if we think about it in that way, that even the broke guy will cheat on you, okay? Then would you rather be cheated on by the rich guy or the poor guy? You rather be crying in a Bugatti or crying in a Honda? Like, it's just like that. If that's the truth at the end of the day, like you said, well then fucking accept it from the guy that's worth it at least.
And that's why I said, as women, as a man, would you say that we should just expect or accept the fact
I'm gonna be
it's a 90% chance that you're gonna get cheated on because it's just in a man's nature?
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't think that will happen if you choose certain types of guys. Like, if you go to church, if you go to, if you choose,
no, don't play that.
If you choose the white dude, but nobody wants to. Well, but yes, a white guy outside of your race. Because here's the thing.
I date outside my race, and they never cheated because they be ready to give you.
Yes, no,
they be crazy when you leave them.
Dude, I'm sure y'all have heard the story. I've talked about this multiple times on the show about the black girl that married a white guy on my show. Like she came and she talked. She came a couple times. Second time she came, now she's getting married to this white dude. I'm just saying. Like sometimes if you don't want the cheater, if you don't want the guy with the ton of options, if we look at dating apps, there was literally a professor from a college that lost his job over talking about this stat just because he said that black men on dating apps get the most sexual variety or the most sexual access. Just because he said that, he got literally fired from a college, bro. Like it's bad to even talk about this type of shit.
That's true though.
It's the truth though.
I'm married outside of my race, and situations happen.
And it still didn't work. Yeah.
I mean, and I date other races besides black men, and I love my black men, but I do date outside of the race, and I don't date those type of men, those flashy men who have all that,
the Gucci and bullshit.
$200,000, and I mean, and it actually is the same. Even in my previous relationships, we started at here, but over the years went by. Yes, he got up to the higher end of life. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when everything just went bad. So yeah. I can't say that just because somebody's is from one level of life or a different level of life, cheating is different. I can't agree with you on that.
I'm going to be blatant.
So this is the reason why though, is because you're still kind of blank slating. Like you're still kind of like seeing like men and women as kind of like equals. We got to destroy this thought process.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm not even saying perfect equals. I'm just saying just kind of equals. So like, here's a good example. And once again, I'm going to go back. Most men are not the prize, but I'm going to do a little thing now. Are men or women the prize?
Are men and women the prize?
Are men or women the prize?
In the relationship, I could say a woman is the prize.
A woman's the prize? What do you think?
You know my answer.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, what do you think?
Men are the prize.
Men, she's already watched my show. She's already watched my show.
I mean, I didn't see that part of the segment. No,
okay.
So this is my own personal.
Okay.
And I'm gonna still say women.
You're gonna still say women? Okay. So like, here's the thing: if there was an island with 100 men, an island with 100 women, one woman on the man's one man on the woman's one. If we come back to it in 10 years, which one's going to have more kids on it? It's going to be the one with 100 women and one man. Right. It's going to have way more kids, okay? So because men create more life. Y'all create life. You can create one life, but a man creates more life, okay? If masculinity was, or like there's a reason why there's so many women that are masculine today. Masculine is a need in society. It's an absolute need, okay? Right. So a man that is in his masculine frame and he's a masculine man, he's the prize. Who puts the ring on your finger? It's the man. Who's the gatekeeper of relationships? The man. Right. What was those two new statements that we came up with, Donnie? I can't remember them.
I mean,
I just texted you one the other day.
Who's more rare?
Oh yeah. Which one's more rare? Is a high value man rare or pretty women? There's tons of pretty women out here. There's very few men that are worthy though. So once again, men are the prize. Once again, not all men are prizes, ladies. 90% of them aren't. But the top guys, like the guys that are, they are the prize. So when you really look at it that way, you do look up to them. Like there's nothing equal about it in any way, shape, or form. Like sexually, that guy is on another level than you. Like I don't think that like we're always comparing these days when they're just not the same at all. This is why in Islam, if we look all throughout history, there's always guys with a bunch of women. You know, it's never a woman with a bunch of guys. And it's just that it's just how reality is. Everybody shoots me for being the messenger sometimes. It's like I'm just telling y'all what the facts are, you know.
I just beg to differ because yeah, I need my man to understand that I'm the prize.
Yeah.
I don't care what top tier, all that.
So like I always have to bring this up.
You
like
gotta treat
we
me
have different
well,
dating
with
strategies,
respect.
okay? If I gave y'all a perfect dating strategy for women, it would be y'all make a guy wait for sex. You make sure he's high value in these certain things. He does all these things for you and stuff. But at the end of the day, that guy's a beta provider, though. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. If y'all end up with any of those guys that do that and he's walking into your frame and doing what you want, he's a beta provider, okay? And so,
100% agree.
yeah. So, like, when you do that, you're just ending up shooting yourself. And it's Disney's fault. It's feminism's fault. It's reality's fault. Everybody telling you that you're the prize, that women are supposed to be chasing stuff. It's not always been the case. Back in the day, a woman dropped her handkerchief and the guy knew to go ask her on a date. When you were 13 years old and you went to the movies, you didn't even say yes to go to the movies with that other boy unless you liked him. Today, we go on dates to waste time. It's not we're not living in the same realities anymore. But in reality, women have always chased the man. They've always had to signal the man in some way. It's always been that way. It's just we live in a new world today where there's so many simps chasing like crazy. Think about how many guys will send you money right now for no fucking reason. There's so many guys that are like that because they're so desperate for pussy that like it's fucked up the whole cycle of everything. In reality, guys are the fucking prize though, especially the one that you want. I'm not gonna sit here and say that every guy is the prize, but the 6'4" guy that makes $200,000 a year, that's sexy, that all the girls are seeing at the club and stuff, he has a really cool beard and shit. Yeah, that guy's fucking the prize, man. Everybody knows it too. You walk in a room and everybody looks at him.
Not necessarily.
I feel like that's just what it appears. I feel like, first of all, this whole topic, I feel like it's subjective. I feel like it just depends on who you are, what you believe, who you're interacting and comparing, the type of woman, the type of man.
Let me go back to the frame thing really quick, though, because like I was saying, we're walking into your frame if it's what you want. Like him chasing you, he's coming into your frame of the relationship. Your rules, what you want.
I just feel like, just like the men I like, they got a lot of options. I do too. So,
but is it sexy for you to have a lot of options, or is it sexy for him to have a lot of options?
I can't help that I got a lot of options.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking a simple question. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, is it sexy for a woman to have a lot of options?
What's wrong with it?
No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking a simple question. Is it sexy for a woman? Yeah, I know you know tons of women with millions of options. Is it sexy? Do they have men lining up because they have so many, like, I'm talking high value men. Do these women that have lots of options that are just your friends or anything, do they have a bunch of men that are very valuable chasing them?
Yes,
I'm not talking about financially valuable. I'm talking about all the other girls want them, but they're choosing you.
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
How do you know if it's just for sex or if it's for a relationship?
I mean, me, again, I have a good personality. I have very good energy. So most of the people that I hang with are very similar. Like, so you're not just chasing sex, and you're probably not even getting it. But yeah,
I kind of understand where you're coming from, though. So I can say this to him. For him, I want him to feel like I'm the prize, and for me, I want him to feel like he's my prize. So I can understand where you're coming from, but I do like a man to like me a little bit more.
I just gotta take it back to the frame thing though, really quick. Like it's all about being in the guy's frame. The best do you want a guy that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a guy that's faster than you?
Faster?
Yeah, faster. Do you want a guy that's stronger than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a leader?
Yeah.
Okay, then you want a guy that you walk into his frame. You don't want a guy that's walking into your rules and your shit or anything like that.
We can walk
and
into
I'm
your
gonna,
frame,
but this is why I'm talking about how we have two completely different dating strategies. Y'all always end up with the beta providers, but in the end, you think that turns you on. But a year in, 6 months in, when your clit isn't fucking feeling it anymore, when you're not getting wet anymore, and you're like, why is it like this? This is why it's like this. There's a subconscious level of what turns you on. And the men that turn you on, you're going into their frame. You're going into their leadership. And that means that you're chasing. At the end, period. My relationship is solid as fuck. And it's because my girl is always pursuing me. If she stopped, the relationship would be horrible. If I was pursuing her, we were talking about this before the show. One person is always chasing the other. There's never been a relationship where it's just perfectly equal 50-50. I've never seen it before. And I've been in multiple relationships. I've lived with the girls and stuff. I'm talking serious relationships. I've never seen it where it was equal. There's no such thing as it. It's either the woman has the power or the man's got the power.
So
and don't get me wrong, if you've gone through a lot of trauma and you've gone through a lot of bullshit, I wouldn't want to never give a man the power ever again either. And that's what's happened a lot today is there's tons of women that gave the power to the wrong guy, which usually happens all the time at a young age because guys aren't ready. And so you get with a guy that's 22, 24, whatever, and he ruins it and it's over and you get heartbroken and then you never want to give a guy the power again. It's one of the biggest trauma cycles I talk about on this show. Shout out to Stephen Speaks. He's written like tons of books on this exact topic I just brought up. Tons of women are on this same trauma cycle, and until they learn to give everything to a guy, they always want to be in the power position, and it fucks it up in the end. You'll end up either you'll cheat or he'll cheat. He'll cheat because he never has the leverage and he's pissed off about it, or she'll cheat because she never really loved him like that.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.